Hey guys, before we get into the episode, you good?
good?
But also, the Luke and Lewis 5 tour is on sale now. Brisbane just sold out. Missed out if you were late, your fault. Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide and Perth have tickets available. Every single one of those shows is now selling incredibly quickly, except for...
Adelaide, what you doing, huh?
Yep, letting the team down. So grab your tickets, lukeandlewis5.com. Luke's comedy special is available to stream.
The whitest boy that ever lived on my website, lukekidgel.com. And, if we get to 10,000 sales, Lewis got to make me a plaque.
That's right.
So let's keep on buying that, boy.
Sweet. And I don't have anything to promote. I just wanted to say thanks to everyone who came out to No Slide season. Best tour of my career. Had a lot of fun.
I have one more thing to promote.
Yep.
I am good.
Oh, great. And, I'm also good. Keelan?
I'm good.
Great. Well, you know what? You know what else is good?
What?
This episode. Enjoy. Hey, welcome to episode 38 of the Luke and Lewis show. I am Lewis, and that's Luke over there. And you guys can be the and this episode if you'd like. Hey, how about that one? You want to be the and?
Nah, I don't like that one. Were you talking to me?
I'm talking to them.
Oh, sorry, I'll ignore you then.
You always fucking interrupt us when we're having
It's
our
almost
little chat
like
at the start
it's
of the
almost
episode.
like I co-host the show.
Yeah, it's mostly me and them, and you're just here kind of
Yeah.
just to listen and throw in stuff every
Yeah.
now and then. You're like that guy on Conan who sits
I
on
was
the
about
couch.
to say that.
Like
I don't know his name.
everybody likes him, but no one knows who he is.
That'd be like
Paul-
Keelan if he was
Paul
on
Richer.
screen.
Paul Richer.
Paul Andrew Richer.
He doesn't look like a Paul.
He doesn't even look like he has
His
a
name's
name.
Andy, I didn't think so.
yeah.
So Andrew is his middle name. So Andy.
Well, they call him Andy. I thought that would be weird to hear this guy.
he a
called
comedian?
Paul. He's funny.
Yeah.
I imagine. Is he a comedian?
I'll look it up. Is Andy a comedian?
Anyway, guys, welcome back to the episode. Brisbane sold out of the live tour.
Woo! Thank you, Brisbane.
Boom.
Bunch of loafs in there. Brisbane, designated loaf zone of Australia.
Crumb-free area. If you
Uh-huh.
don't want any crumbs about, head to Brisbane,
Absolutely.
Australia,
Yeah.
because nothing but loaves. You're right.
Mhm.
And
I absolutely loaf Brisbane.
yes, it kind of sounds like you're almost saying loathe as
Mm.
well. I know you meant to say love.
Like a really bogan British guy. I loaf them.
Speaking of crumbs, Adelaide, what the fuck y'all doing?
Hear that?
Yeah.
It's me wiping everyone from Adelaide off my fucking bench.
Yeah.
Full of crumbs, Adelaide. What are you guys doing? Get off my bench.
Do you guys even know how to buy tickets to the show?
What
Is
are we
it us?
doing wrong? It must be us.
Is it something we did? Because we have sold just
so poorly in like badly in ways that doesn't make sense because every single other city we're going to selling very well.
Yeah.
Adelaide is out of proportion.
this is when you know you're selling bad in Adelaide. We've sold over double the amount of in Perth.
in Perth.
Perth's usually the place where you're like, oh, fine, I'll do a show in Perth because otherwise you get 10 people going, coming to Perth.
Yeah.
Right, so you're like-
sorry to interrupt you, Luke. Can you guys hear that?
Yep. Oh.
Some kind of saw leaf. Oh, it stopped. Great.
There's just a drill shop next door that we have to deal with if you're new to the podcast. We
Yeah.
are behind a tin wall and there's people doing real man's work while we are
Telling dick jokes.
Yes.
Yelling at a state.
Mm.
City. Yeah, Adelaide. Don't know what you guys are doing, but you know what? It's just Adelaide's culture. I did my Adelaide show this weekend, right? And the week beforehand, I was looking at my sales and I was going, oh, that's kind of a bummer that I'm going to finish the tour with like a small show. And then I walked on stage to like over 200 people. It was like the number was insanely different from what it was the week beforehand.
Yeah, right.
Had so many people go, man, I've been so excited for this show. I'm so glad that I got tickets today. I was like, what are you doing, Adelaide?
Yeah.
Book in advance, please, for my own sanity. You guys keep freaking me out
Their
every time we
culture
go
is just
there.
like nothing sells out.
No.
There, except for my show. I just sold out in Adelaide this year. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I oversold the venue. There were people on couches.
On the day, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. You
Yeah,
never sell out
think
in it.
so.
You will sell out in Adelaide, never in advance. But can we
Well,
make
no,
an
no,
exception this
no.
one time?
I found out I did sell out beforehand.
Yeah.
But no one shut off the ticketing. And people rocked up on the door and they let them
Right.
in and people were just on top of each other.
That's
So some people watching the
Adelaide.
show that couldn't see.
That's so Adelaide. Like a show has never sold out before, so they don't even know
They
how to
would've been
turn off the sales.
confused. Yeah.
They're like, what's selling out? Don't you just kind of do the show and
Yes.
whoever's there is there?
But we are embarking on our live podcast tour
Yep.
next week. It's next week for us,
Yeah.
but it's 2 weeks for you guys listening, I guess. So it
Yes.
starts next Thursday, but next Tuesday and Thursday's episode will just be regular eps.
Yes, yeah, that's right. And then we'll see you guys. Brisbane, Melbourne first up. Opening ceremony is
Brisbane,
going to be
Sydney,
good.
Melbourne.
Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne first up. Why would I know what I'm doing with my own time?
I have a gripe. I was talking about this in the Secret Sound Off section with a few people. Now,
Yeah.
while we're just trashing cities, I'm happy to keep going.
Okay, great.
Happy to
Who's
keep-
up next?
Sydney.
Hate
I've-
them
I've-
for whatever this reason is.
I just have a gripe with Sydney.
Yeah.
I look at your population, I think, great, this show's going to go well. I look at Melbourne's population and I go, this show's going to go well. Melbourne always goes well. People
Almost sold
turn
out.
up.
I think there's less than 50 left.
Yeah, it's not even this tour, but it's every tour.
Yep.
You go to Sydney, do you not like leaving the house? Is it something we did? I sold really well in Sydney my first year. No, the second year. Or first two. And then since then, I'm just like, I sell okay there. I don't sell badly.
Yeah.
But for the population,
Oh,
I
yeah.
sell double the amount in Brisbane and they have less people.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I think, you know what?
It's
I
just
think
a culture.
It's such a bitch to leave the house in Sydney. The roads are fucked. The public transport sucks.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I think it's per capita the worst place in Australia to do shows at.
And that's why we would love to do a show there.
Yes,
so grab
we-
your tickets.
So in saying that, we're coming there next week.
That one's actually selling very well.
Oh, it is actually. It's almost sold
Yeah, that
out.
one is. It wasn't
But-
going well,
no.
but now it is.
But no, it just should be already sold out because they got 1 million. Like, how many people? They got 8 million people there or
I
whatever.
think so, yeah. But none of them can afford anything because they're all struggling to pay rent.
True. They're all buying smashed Avo. That's why they can't afford a house or tickets to our show.
Now,
Andy Richer, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
He is a comedian.
oh, good. I'm
Great.
glad we solved
Thanks.
that mystery. Thanks, man. That's good.
Have
well
you
done.
just been sitting there looking that up? Like,
Yeah,
for
no, I looked
5
it up
minutes?
and then you guys started talking, so I thought I'd hold on.
And you know what? That that question about Andy, whether or not he was a comedian, I reckon that's a really good thought.
It was.
And I think it's time to do thoughts, Luke.
Wow, good
Time.
segue.
That was a great segue because we never segue well on this show.
No.
But today, one of the rare opportunities where we have segued well.
And can I offer one thought to begin
Yep.
with? I think, actually, it's more of a statement. I'll hold off
Okay.
until
all
the
right.
segment's done.
Okay. Do you want to do? How about we'll do the one-time, very short statements
Okay.
after this.
Great.
So thoughts. It's a semi-regular segment we do on the show. If you guys have any thoughts that you just want to throw out there, you want to send to the show, send us an email at lukeandlewis5@gmail.com with your thoughts. This is not Reddit shower thoughts, okay?
No.
These have to be original.
Original thoughts, and we can tell when they're original
Mm-hmm.
because usually when they're original, they're a little bit shit, and
Yeah.
those are the ones we like.
Yeah, so I've got my own thought.
Yeah.
I don't generally come to this segment, don't think a lot.
I quote Lewis before the show today. Oh, guys, I think I've just had my first ever thought. Now, I don't know if you're talking about the segment or if you just turned your brain on today.
Just in general, I've
Yep.
never experienced this before, so I'm really excited about it.
If you're
And,
new to the
that's coming up.
podcast, we don't do a lot of thinking on this show.
No, this is literally us outsourcing
Actually,
thoughts.
Often we try and solve global issues on this
Yeah.
show and then get
And then
5
get bullied
minutes
in
in.
the comments.
Yeah, and then get 5 minutes in and then we go, why are we talking about this?
We don't know anything.
We don't care or know anything.
Mm,
Continue.
that's a good thought. Why would we ever tackle big issues on this dumb
Mm.
show? So, first thought is from Georgia L. Holding that big L. Why did I say that? Hello. So I was having my post-work Pepsi Max. I'm a manager at KFC.
Hang on. Okay, I was about to say, why would you say that? And then
Yeah.
this next bit
There you go.
answer the question. But can we stop?
Mm.
Keelan, are you making new email addresses under the under the code name Georgia L?
No.
Because that
No.
sounds like
Feels like that's like a real cosplay
what
thing
kind
for
of
Keelan
ritual
to do.
is that? Where you just like finish a shift and you're like, oh, post work, must have my Pepsi Max.
Well, to be fair, when I worked at Red Rooster, I used to have a post Red Rooster chicken, bacon, and something.
Every
burger.
shift?
Every shift.
Jesus.
50% off. You get it for $2.50. Pretty good.
You know what's also great? Keelan's actually having a during work Kirk's sugar-free. He's brought it in, creamy soda.
Yes.
You haven't had enough of these, man? 10 in a day wasn't enough?
Yeah.
Dude,
I was
that would
gonna say,
make me
this
sick.
Is one of 10 today, so
I
don't
thought
get
we
too
could do a
excited.
taste test.
You thought this would be good content for the
Yes.
show.
Yes.
You were wrong.
Do you want to do one? There's cups.
We'll see
I'll get
if
the
we
cups
run out of
ready.
content.
All right. If we run out
Only
of stuff,
if we run out of
if we
content.
and when we say run out, we've got to be really desperate. So get the cups ready. No guarantees here, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. We got to be really desperate. And right now we're not because we're doing thoughts.
Yeah. Keep
Right.
going.
So
So what's George's thought?
George's thought. I was having my post-work Pepsi Max. I'm a manager at KFC. Hit me up, Key Lloyd. And I had a thought. Why do we call it soft drink if it's fizzy and kind of hurts? If anything, it should be called hard drink because it is not soft at all.
I have 2 comments on that.
I don't think Pepsi Max hurts.
I have a thought.
Yeah,
Soft drink or lemonade, whatever you want to call it,
yeah.
is not soft nor hard. It is a liquid. The consistency is not measured in thickness.
Liquid can't be hard because then it's a solid
Yes.
and it's ice.
Yeah, and it's not soft either.
No,
It's just liquid.
liquid.
Because even a solid, there's soft solids
Yeah.
and hard solids.
I think I know why. I think it started with alcohol. Ooh, bit of soaring or
Sorry,
blowing going
the,
on.
The drill just started again.
That's great. Very distracting, everyone.
Here's a thought.
Um,
Follow us on Patreon so we can get out of here.
help.
Mm.
Can't hear you.
It's funny, the music disappeared for a minute. All I heard was, this place sucks.
Sometimes I wake up at 3 a.m. and I just hear hard style and I'm just like having nightmares and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go to the warehouse today.
I think it comes from the term hard liquor.
That's actually where it comes from.
Yeah. And this is the soft drink expert
So therefore
here,
it's soft
Keelan.
as in alcohol content. There's
yeah,
no alcohol.
No alcohol there.
Can I make another comment?
That's smart.
I'll allow it.
This isn't.
Oh.
Okay, she called
Whenever
me.
he laughs before he's going to say something, you know it's not
It's
going to be
either
good.
shit or about Shrek. So just shit.
She called me Key Lloyd.
Yeah.
It's coincidence. My brother's name is Lloyd.
Okay.
Key Lloyd. Yeah, that's good.
I like that.
Is that good?
We both look at each other like that's not good, and you, the only
Just
person,
can't read the room.
the only person here to back it up is yourself. So
Yep.
you kind of
Gives himself his own compliments.
Is it you trying to confirm to yourself, like reassure? No, Keelan, that was a good thought.
We're getting off track here. Second
Comment.
thought.
Save that for after in the statement segment.
This one's a short one from William, and it just says this in the email. How did you get Wi-Fi in a warehouse? Now, that's an interesting one,
It's a good
William,
question,
and I
William.
have an answer for you. We don't. We are running our entire online video business, uploading, downloading, editing, scheduling from mobile phone data. And last month, my phone bill was $500.
What?
Because I went over, I switched to Optus from a prepaid plan to a postpaid plan, and I didn't realize that I was getting charged $10 for every gig I went over my 80 gig plan. Fucking help.
Oh shit! I have
And I've gone
40
over
gig a
again
month,
this month.
and I've never gone over that.
I'm at 100.
I'm not here as much as you guys.
Yeah,
I'm at
we're
120, and I go over every month.
Yep. So, Patreon, please help. We're going to try and source a mobile router thing.
Big, very good question, William.
Yeah.
The answer is we don't, and that's why you're probably confused.
Yes.
A few people, by the way, going, how come people are trying to fix our situation for us, which is great.
Can
We
I stop you
appreciate
there?
that.
Can't be fixed.
No. People assume that we haven't explored all other avenues. Maybe turn this off for a sec. People have been suggesting us for us to get a house, like rent a house together and then just build a studio in a house.
Mm.
But that's illegal.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
run a business from a house, and
And-
and also we don't want to
Well,
live together. What
Canada's
would we
a sole
talk
trader.
about?
There's different laws. We have looked into it.
Yeah,
And if we're not living there and we're just using it as a business,
yeah,
it's
because
not
we,
a co-
we
you have
don't
to
wanna
buy a
live
commercial
together.
property. We do not want to live there.
Yeah, because then we would have nothing to talk about. You know, we both have girlfriends as well. It'd be fucking a madhouse.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, that's our answer to that.
That's our answer to that.
We've
Final
looked
thought.
into it, but no.
This one's from me, the much anticipated thought from me. We were talking about thumbnails, video thumbnails, just about how good ours are and editing them. And then I had a thought. Why are they called thumbnails? Because thumbnail to me, right, when I look at my thumbnail on my thumb, I don't think, oh, this is just a preview to my thumb. You know? It doesn't make me want to be like, oh, fuck, I wonder what this thumb looks like. Doesn't really scream preview to me. Whereas the thumbnail on a video
Can you search
is to
the
be like,
origin? Have
what
you
is it?
Do
looked
you
it
want to
up?
know?
What's the etymology?
It's
of that
actually
term?
just because the thumbnail of the picture online is so small, it's the size of a thumb. That's
Oh.
the actual origin of it.
I
It's
think
not that
originally
complicated.
It would have
thumbnails
been,
were
yeah.
like what they called the things on the original computers, like how Windows had a little logo.
Oh, like the icons
and like-
for folders.
Yeah,
and
the
shit on your
icons for
computer.
programs and stuff
Ah.
were called thumbs,
Yeah,
weren't they?
It comes from the size of your thumb, though.
Right.
That's where it comes from.
Now-
Like when you clicked into pinball back in the day and it had the little pinball thing, that was
Yeah.
the thumbnail of that program, I believe.
Now that
Maybe? I
makes
could be
a lot
wrong.
of sense.
I have a thought.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Okay.
The
You
kid-
say that a lot before you say things, so it might be a good one. But I'm just saying, a bit of a boy who cried wolf situation going on
So
here.
on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and the audience included, lower your expectations.
Okay.
Great.
Kids who are using TikTok today
Yeah.
probably don't realize that the term TikTok is spelt with a C. TikTok. They probably think it's only TikTok.
I rate that thought, even though it was about TikTok, your main passion at the moment.
Yeah.
But everyone in our generation remembers the Bickies TikTok biscuits, so we all know how to spell TikTok because it
But I
was
would
on the
say-
packaging.
Even before the app TikTok, song by Kesha, TikTok.
Was also spelled
Got
wrong.
K's.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Kesha was first. Maybe Kesha was responsible for the app being named.
In which case, lock her up. Great.
Pretty
That's the end of thoughts, guys.
harsh but fair.
Now, should we get on to our next regular
Statements?
segment? Statements. Oh, it's got the it's got the same theme music.
I haven't had time to
Oh,
organise.
All right.
I was just gonna say before we started, I'll be honest, probably would have been better to say at the start.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I commend Keelan for
Yeah.
showing some restraint before in withholding the Andy fact
Until we were done.
until we were done, and
That's
that's
good.
rare on this show.
That is
because
good.
often you just blurt out shit mid discussion.
And
Oh,
then-
by the way, and then we're like, "What are you talking?"
And then we try and chop the episode up into small clips for YouTube.
Yeah.
And we want it to be discussion about this to there, but halfway through, Keelan butts in with something that we may have talked about 3 episodes
Yeah.
ago that was never made into a clip. And then we go, how do we cut this out of the clip? And then you can't.
Yep.
So we just upload it, and half the comments are like, oh, this started off great, but then it got weird in the middle and then ended strange.
So
So well done.
my statement was, I commend you for that, Keelan. Episode 38, finally showing signs of improvement. Well done.
Well done. That's great. All right, cool. I enjoyed those 2 segments. That was fun. Oh, at my show in Adelaide.
Sorry, just before we do move on.
Yeah.
Because you enjoyed it. Do you reckon statements could become a regular?
Hey,
think
write
it-
down your thoughts.
You know what? I think we only do statements
Mhm.
if it's followed by, like, if it's the follow-on segment from thoughts.
Okay.
Great.
So now,
That's
it's now essentially what you're saying is thoughts now goes for 30 minutes instead of 20.
Yes.
Great. Awesome. I'm really excited about this, Luke. You're going to love this. At my Adelaide show, I saluted my first sergeant.
Oh, how was it?
It was an amazing
I'm
experience.
so jealous. I
This-
want to salute a sergeant.
This guy walked up to me, and I kind of knew. He gave off that sergeant vibe, like bit of alpha energy coming across him.
Walking
His
a little
buttons
bit
were
taller.
shiny. Yeah, great posture.
Yeah.
He came up to me, had his phone out with the Patreon thing, and he goes, "Hey, man,
You
I'm
have
a
to show
sergeant.
proof.
Can I ask you to salute me?" And I went, "Absolutely." Stood there, gave him the stiff arm salute. Gave him a few
Great.
for the photo, and it was incredible. It was an honor to respect our
And
military like that.
Did he know how to take it? Because obviously he's a recent sergeant.
Yeah.
Everyone is who's a sergeant.
We haven't really discussed what the sergeant should do.
I think this.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You
So
may not have been able to see that in the camera. I don't know why I stood up, to be honest.
that was respectful. Do you want to try and do it in the chair? That was just like a really solemn nod, not like a funeral nod.
No, it's just like a taken.
Yeah,
I've received that.
yeah,
Salute.
gracious nod.
Yep.
Not like a Japan. Thank
No,
you very
not a
much.
bow.
Nod, not a bow. Just like you know what
Don't
it's like.
even move your shoulders. Just tilt your neck
That's good.
and purse. You're like, don't look grumpy though,
Don't look grumpy.
because if
You
you're
just want to look like confident and solemn.
confident, nod.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's a more of a gesture going, because look, it's because it's a sign of respect. Obviously, we're saluting you, sergeants, and also same goes to you guys. If you're a senior sounder, secret sounder, or not, or just a regular listener of the show, we love you all. But if
Show a little
someone
respect.
at our live shows next week comes up to you in the line, can be a complete stranger, proves that they're a sergeant sounder, and they go, "You have to salute me."
Yeah.
Please salute them.
I
It's
like
what they
that.
deserve.
Yeah. Now I am going to limit that for the sergeants. All right, as you and I are the commanders, no more than 3 salutes from members of the audience.
No, no, 1 salute per person. You can't keep asking someone
but-
over and over, salute me. But
No, but the thing is, Luke, we may have like 4 sergeants rock up to one show.
Yep.
That means that there's going to be 400 salutes floating around at the Brisbane show.
good, a lot of respect.
Okay. All right.
That's great.
Okay.
I look
that's the
forward to
rule.
that.
Okay, great. I am looking forward to that.
Yeah,
as well.
don't abuse that. And I think sergeants.
You know what we
that.
should do? Actually, at the live shows, we'll get all our sergeants to stand up, have a big mass salute from the rest of
Maybe
the audience.
that's a better way to do it.
That's more efficient. We'll get them on stage.
Also, if you want to assert your power, don't be an asshole about it.
No.
It's more of in a situation where I wouldn't just walk up to someone, tap them on the shoulder, and be like, "Salute me," because that's not
No, that's
what a
douchey.
sergeant does.
No.
But for example, if
That would get you a dishonorable discharge from the army.
if someone's, maybe there's a 3-person queue for the toilet, and the sergeant's the 3rd person, and he
And it
can
just comes up in conversation.
he can just be like, "Excuse me, guys, I'm in a rush and I'm a sergeant. But could I go in there?" And then
so you can skip the
and
queue
then I
if you're a
think
sergeant.
everyone else at the urinal waiting in line, even if they're busting, has to be like, "Of course," and then move out of the way and let them piss.
Geez, girls are going to love that. Because there's always a queue for the women's bathroom at events. Just say you're a sergeant.
Again,
Skip that.
This is all an honesty system. Don't abuse your power. Don't
No.
be a dick. But if it's like a 3-person line and you just want to assert a little bit of
Like maybe if it
authority-
was a 6-person line, wait a little bit. Wait till it bumps down to a
was gonna
3.
an even more honourable thing to do as a sergeant in that situation would be waiting it out. Then afterwards, rounding up the 3 people you waited out, going, "Just letting you know, I'm a sergeant,
And I could have cut,
and I
but
could have
didn't.
cut, but
Yeah.
I didn't." And
Yeah.
then they go.
That's good. Then they give you a big stiff arm.
So you've got to still act like a sergeant. By the way, if we find out about any sergeant sounders on
Yeah.
our Patreon acting up and getting a bit overconfident,
You will be demoted.
exerting their power,
Yeah.
we are still top rank. And
Absolutely.
yes, we will salute you,
Yeah.
but goddamn, we can take away your badge anytime, and we are not afraid to do it.
Absolutely. As you guys know, we love being mean to the listeners.
Oh yeah, it's one of our favorite things. Bullying our own community that we've built. Fuck you guys.
Absolutely.
Nah, I take that back. Really appreciate the support.
Keelan, how long have we been going here for?
Been going for 24 minutes.
Great. So, Luke, I want to talk to you about you becoming an adult before I have, despite being younger than me by a couple years.
Yes, and also maybe less mature. I'm trying to work out who's less mature. Probably
I think
me.
It's, yeah,
No, I am
Different
more of
ways.
an adult.
we're different. We're immature in different ways. I'm immature with all of my humor. You won't try new foods. So you're more immature with your actions.
Yeah, but I would say my life is a lot more together than yours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like outside of comedy.
Yeah.
My personal life, a lot more maturity
My life's
floating.
in fucking shambles.
And it has been since I've met you, and
Yeah.
it actually hasn't improved that
Nah.
much, which is a little bit concerning. Like,
What do you mean?
you've kind of like, we've been friends for maybe like 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
You've really watched me grow, you know,
Yeah.
from a little inner cocoon, and I've burst out into the world as a big,
Yeah.
beautiful, buff butterfly.
Well,
And that must be
I wouldn't
so.
say buff.
But you must be so proud of me as a friend to watch me grow like that. I've just seen.
I'm proud of you. Sometimes you order food from a Japanese restaurant. That's something you
you.
never would have done if you never met me.
chicken katsu curry. I get it on
And
the regular
Did you
now.
listen to that? What he just said?
Yep.
He never would even have heard it. You know, I had to force Luke
Yes.
to order that. I said, "You will like it. Oh, it's orange. It's called curry."
And it's delicious.
Yeah.
But on my end,
Mhm.
I've just seen zero development on your path.
You know
Lots
why?
of career development. Good on you. You're
Oh, yeah.
very successful. That's
I worked
great.
out who I wanted to be at 11 years old, and I am living it to the max.
Yeah.
Living the life of a child.
You
It's great.
still subscribe to K-Zone magazine, I'm assuming.
I was shattered when my subscription ended, and I worked out I was a little bit too old for it. That was a big moment in my life.
2017.
Yeah.
2 years ago, you're like, I think I'm too old. I'm 23 now. Gotta
Mm.
move on. But no, you don't have your license.
Nah.
You are just, I mean, we both still live at home, but
Yeah.
exciting news, guys. Your boy's moving out of the nest.
Incredible.
I'm
I never
moving
thought
out
I
of
would see the
home.
day for either of us.
I know.
I didn't think that I was going to beat you.
Yeah.
I just thought that both of us would just never, ever move out. And that's
Because I
incredible.
really have no reason to other than I kind of just think like I'm moving out with my girlfriend Meg,
Yeah.
right? And she wants to move out, and I'm just happy to go because part of me goes, yeah, this would be a cool new chapter in my life, and
Yeah.
it'll be good to get a little bit of responsibility. But the other half of me is like going, God, it would be pretty funny, like when I don't
Yeah.
know how to use a dishwasher.
Oh, yeah, because I would say that
And that
my,
amuses me.
my mum doesn't really do anything for... I live there.
Yeah.
She doesn't cook dinner for me. Your mum is still like the same mum she was when you were 10.
Oh, for sure. Like I come home every night with like just dinner cooked for me. It's great. I was like,
That's
oh,
insane.
dinner's on the table. Well, she's cooking up meals. Like if she's doing one for her and dad,
Yeah.
she's like, I'll just put a couple of extra
My mum
schnitzels
doesn't
in
do
the
that.
oven.
As soon as I hit 19, she told me. She made the decision. She goes, I don't cook for you anymore because you're an adult male. And I was like, oh, fair enough.
No, if my mum said that, I'd be like, fair enough. But I mean,
And now I have the skills. Now I know if I moved out, I'd
Yeah.
be fine. But you're going
Nah,
in like,
I'm
oh,
good,
how do
'cause-
you load a dishwasher?
but my parents go away. No, I do the dishwasher. My parents go away a lot. So like when they go away, I am left to washing my own clothes, cooking my own dinner and stuff. I'm expert on the barbecue, but
Right.
god damn, I really suck in the kitchen.
Mm.
So I'm more of an outdoor kind of. I can
And
cook it.
barbecues is not something that you eat like 7 days a week.
I mean, it is when you try hard enough, but I don't think I'm going to have a barbecue. So I'm going to have to learn
True.
how to operate an oven.
Because a good barbecue is expensive.
Yeah, probably.
So you might just starve to death.
You know, like we realize we don't have a kitchen table, and I'm actually going to take my ping pong table from home, and we're going to put that in our lounge room.
You're
And
10.
it's
That's
so
great.
funny
That's
that like
awesome. I
any
love
other
that.
girlfriend will be like, "Are you fucking serious? We're not eating cereal at a ping pong table."
Mm.
Meg is a legend. Is like, "Oh yes, we should definitely." She's like, "Do you have the dartboard as well?" She's like, "We can put that up in the kitchen."
The dinner plates
Yeah.
on the dartboard.
I mean, while we're having dinner, like we could just be at our ping pong table playing darts.
That's great.
This is the problem.
You guys might die though.
Oh, dude, it's such a problem. Like, I'm gonna
You
be a
need
child.
someone to go, no,
No,
stop
yeah,
that.
yes,
That's
but
ridiculous.
she enables all my bullshit behavior. I know that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know when I'm gonna be up the stairs. How are we gonna get you? You go right. You go. I'm gonna be trying to jam a ping pong table in. There's
Yeah.
a family that lives in the unit next to us. They're gonna be like, "Is this a fucking frat house? Like, what is moving in next door?" And it's just they'll be like, "I thought it was a couple."
Just heaps of dinners happening on the ping pong
Yeah,
table.
so it's
They're
gonna be
thinking there's going to be parties and beer pong. Really, it's just going to be like whatever you can make at the barbecue.
Yeah. Which we don't have, so it'll be whatever I cook. It'll be probably just a lot of stir fry, a lot of pasta.
Yeah.
God, I'm honestly every time I talk about it, I was sounding off with the people in the secret sound of last night.
Yeah.
I broke the news in the Discord,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Oh boy!" Like everyone was giving me tips. They're
Everyone's
like,
worried.
"Hey man, here's what detergent to buy." Here's,
Oh
like,
yeah, it's
what you
just little shit like that. Like I wouldn't know what detergent you have to buy or dishwashing
Apparently there's,
liquid.
like different brands and like I'm
You're
like,
going to have to make sure that weeds don't grow.
Dude, I was reading the lease agreement last night. They're
Yeah.
like, yes, you're going to maintain the garden. Like, buy.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to buy a fucking hedge trimmer.
You know what I'm going to do when I move out? If it says I have to maintain the garden, I'm going to go down to Bunnings and I'm going to buy like an industry grade level amount of weed killer and just cover the lawn and be like, oh, no lawn, sorted.
You have to maintain it at the level in which the landlord has it set up as. So it's very minimal. There's like 3 bushes and
Yeah.
there's no lawn. So just gravel, 3 bushes, and a bit of tambark that I have to keep in the designated tambark area. I already know I'm going to fuck it up. It's so easy.
You have a
And
designated
Meg goes,
tambuck
I'll
area.
just do it. Okay, she's like, you
Doesn't
just
trust you with it
do
at all.
your podcast, do your videos, do your little jokes. I'll keep the tambark in order. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I can't promise that I'm not going to kick it.
Tambuck just ends up going everywhere.
You have to ask written consent. This is probably boring for everyone, but you have to ask written consent to pretty much do anything to the house. Like put
Yeah,
in
it's not your
hang a
house.
picture, written consent.
Yeah.
Change the shower head, written consent.
Really, the shower head?
Yeah, anything. Any changes to the place where it's like kind of a permanent change.
It's a little bit different now though with the being able to change, like put pins in the wall, because they have to be able. You have to be able to make it your own house. The landlord can't.
No, so they pretty much
Yeah.
have to. It's unreasonable if they say no, but you have to know that you are responsible. And if they want the house back, you have to then fill
have
up
to
the
fix
hole and
that,
fix
yeah.
any damage that you caused.
Are you going to get an animal?
No, there's no pets. God, no. I can't even look after myself, let alone a dog. Are you
Really?
kidding me?
You don't want an animal?
Is that a joke?
No.
No, you look at me.
You think you
Adult
couldn't look
man
after
doesn't
a
know how
dog?
to work a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Also going to get a pet.
Can of
Absolutely not.
food, tip on floor. That's all it needs.
Yeah, you have to take it for walks. I'm a busy guy, man. I'm swamped.
You're not busy.
Yeah,
you
I am
barely
so
take
busy.
yourself for walks.
Dude, every single week. I'm 6 days in, and I was going to ask you about this. I'm 6 days into hitting the World Gym in a row.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
today's day number 7.
Okay. Have you been posting evidence in the secret sound off
I've
section?
missed a couple of days of evidence.
Well, I don't think that counts. I
I
think
have
you're going to start
witnesses.
over.
I ran with my brother last night. Like you
I
could,
want a written statement
could
signed
call
by
him.
him.
I mean, like, I have witnesses.
Yeah, I'm going to need a statement.
Here's the thing. I don't really care anymore because
Yeah.
it's like I will finish the day and I know I've done it for myself. And you know what? I did start again. I did 2 days at the start, then
Yeah.
I didn't do a day and I was honest. And I was like,
Yeah.
guys, I skipped the World Gym
Yeah.
and I reset the clock.
But now you're thinking, oh, fuck the promise that I made to the
Yeah.
fans.
And
No, not guilty at all.
And I'll
Come
t-
on, man.
No, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The World Gym movement is not about gloating about your
keep
successes.
changing what this movement's about.
No, it was always
At the-
about this.
At the start, it was about working out outside.
It is.
And
It's
now
always
it's
been
just
about that.
changed.
No, it's not about gloating about it. It's not about posting
Yeah.
about it necessarily on social media. That's what the gym is about. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
look, I'm at the gym. That's what you do in your
I
Instagram
haven't been to the
stories.
gym for 2 weeks because of my neck injury.
And you can tell because otherwise you would have been posting about it every day like
yeah,
you usually do.
I would have, yeah, because
So
I do that.
The
and
World
that's-
Gym's just about like meeting people out in the real world. Like I
Mhm.
occasionally run past someone who just like will yell World Gym at me and they
Yeah.
know I'm getting it done.
Well,
and they're
Jim,
probably
now it's changed
inspired.
to do the fog bit. And you got
Yeah.
to stop your run and be
And
like,
I've-
all right, so.
So I was
there is-
researching fetishes the other day and then I just get into it.
Oh, it's a good bit.
But it's such a good bit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about that as well. But yeah, I just think it's not about by even posting proof. It's about
Mm.
self improvement.
Okay.
I don't really give a shit about.
but there's
posting
no
it to
proof
people.
of that either, Luke.
I don't want to take my phone on a run with me
Yeah.
because I don't have shorts that are well enough. I was doing it in Perth and
Yeah.
I hated it. And you know when I was actually posting about the World Gym,
Yeah.
that was probably the least exercise I ever did in the World Gym. Was when everyone thought I was doing the most.
It's
Because
like,
I was running around with a phone going, oh, all right, I've just passed ground. And then I was
so
like,
right before you hit record, you go,
no, I was actually
hyperventilate.
running, but then I was like stopping every kilometer to do an update. I
Yeah.
was like, I'd rather just actually get in a good workout and do other shit with my day. So I have one more day to do today.
yeah.
I'm going to play tennis with my mate tonight. Does that count? Or do I have to do another session after that?
What's
I
playing
reckon
tennis?
we usually play 2 sets. 2
How
6-game
long
sets.
does that go for?
We'll
you reckon?
probably play for an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's a workout.
okay.
Hour and a half of tennis. That's a hard workout.
Okay.
I'll allow it. That's
Yeah.
that's in the world, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah?
outdoors.
Earth?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on Earth,
Great.
outdoors. Not doing it at an indoor tennis center. Would never.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Great. I'll
Great.
accept it.
Awesome. Well, I'll get 7 days in a row.
Cool.
And by the way, I took 30 seconds off my 3 kilometer time in a week.
Oh, there you go.
It's pretty good.
All right, that's enough evidence for me.
The
You've
results
gotten
are in.
a little bit
I
better.
smoked my brother last night. He was embarrassed.
Good.
He was talking up a big game, and then he started throwing excuses. Oh, I had a schooner at lunch. What a sad sack of shit.
What an accountant.
Yeah, what an oh, it's my Palmer. Oh no, I missed because they have like Monday run day at their
Yeah.
work because they're
Oh.
all fucking miserable.
Gee, for someone who's so good at math and adding things up, he couldn't work out that he sucks at running.
No, we used to do running as well. He's all right, but
Yeah.
man, you can't
Smoked him.
compete.
I miss the gym so much. I haven't been able to do it because my neck still is bad.
What's stopping you from hitting the world? What's stopping you from going for walks, jogs?
No, I can't. No, I've been walking
Oh,
a lot.
asthma probably
Yeah.
stopping you.
I can't do long distance running because of asthma, but I can walk. But I want to lift stuff.
Yeah.
I've lost weight because I haven't been going to the gym. It's not good.
No good. Speaking of the fog bit,
Yeah.
I opened for Isaac on
Before
the
you do
weekend.
the fog bit, right? The fog bit's incredible. It's amazing. I want to talk about something that's, I would say, on the same level of exciting about the fog bit, and you will agree, and that is Nobby underwear. Nobby underwear is incredible. It's the
Yeah.
best underwear in the game. $20 a month.
Oi,
Sign
do
up.
the knob. People will yell.
Yeah,
I'm
show us your
assuming.
knobs.
Show
I
us your
saw
knobs.
so many knobs at my Adelaide and Perth shows.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
great. Incredible. Love to see it. There was this guy, he came up to me after the show and we got a photo and blah, blah, and he was hanging around. He wanted to say something. I thought he was nervous, but he was trying to remember he goes, oh, I've got something to show you. I've got something to tell you. Oh, I can't remember. And I was like, all right, man. Cool. And he's like, anyway, I've forgotten. Sorry, man. See you later. And I was like, okay, cool. And I get photos with 3 more people from different groups. And then he comes running up the stairs and he goes, oh, my underwear. And then he just pulls his Nobby out of his jeans and he goes, look, I've got him. I'm like, cool, man. Me too. I showed him mine and then we went off.
That's
and
what it is.
I love how important that was that he left and then came back because he forgot to show me what
course.
underwear he was wearing. That's great. And that's how good Nobby underwear is.
I love
Luke.
it's always just a weird like that's happened to me before. It shows people are so excited to show the band,
Yeah.
and it's always just like 2 guys going true,
Yeah.
and then a bunch of other people going, what the fuck are they doing?
Because not everyone who comes to our shows listens to this
If
show.
you know though.
Yeah.
That's what's good.
Join
And then
the
some
gang.
people on the line going, God damn, they got comfy nuts.
Yep, it's great. So nobby.com.au, $20 a month, no contracts or anything like that. Cancel at any time. Not that you would want to because they're sick.
This month's was awesome. Had roller skates and Rubik's cubes on it.
Yeah,
And they were funky.
and flamingos.
Wearing them today. Wearing them
Yeah,
today.
oh yeah, you're wearing them. See,
Okay.
pink and fluoro.
See that
Great.
flamingo in the front.
There you go.
I'm not going to show my cock to the camera.
No, you do that enough on
I
this show.
do do it
Actually,
enough.
do it a bit much. I
Yeah.
would say maybe tone it down a little bit for
Man, I was
us.
watching back that Aussie Halloween episode we did where
Yeah.
you were wearing the morph suit.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. You were quite exposed. I didn't realize at the time. I was watching back because I see you from this angle and I
Yeah.
wasn't looking down. I watched it back from where the viewers were watching it from.
Yeah,
Oh boy, you do not mind a man spread.
I was quite exposed there. I think you know why? Because you were way, way, way more exposed wearing your thing that we didn't even consider what was going on
But
with me.
Yellow doesn't show like. Also, yours was way tighter. Mine was an XL morph suit. So
Yeah.
a little bit of.
I'm
give.
talking before you changed. When you stood
Yes.
up, it was way
Yeah,
fucking
but sitting
worse.
down, mine was better because I gave it a little bit
Yeah.
of bag.
Yeah, I
You
didn't have the bag
just-
because I'm too long. So
That wasn't the issue.
there was no bag. But let me tell you something. You got, even though there was no bag, you saw a bit of bag.
Oh, that were 2 bags. It was present.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobby.com.au if you want to get a bag for your bags.
Yep. And also, guys,
Doesn't sound good, by the way. It's just
Huge.
underwear. It's not.
Nobby news. We got renewed. They signed up again. Woo! They were so happy with how you guys were responding to the ad reads and how we've been promoting the brand that they signed
Yep.
up again. And we're one step closer to getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So that's great. And we're happy
mean-
to have Nobby on board again.
After promotion like Nobby, gonna get a gobby.
Yeah.
I mean, that sells.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
sells underwear.
So we're going to, to celebrate the new thing, we've got to do something else to help promote the brand.
I have a
So-
few ideas.
Okay, great.
Maybe next week.
Yep.
We'll pitch them.
Cool.
Great.
Great.
Lewis, the fog bit. Oh, Keelan had something to say.
I got out of the car this morning and
By the way, thanks for restraining yet again.
That
You
is good. Yeah, waited all the way to the end. Good on him. Look at him go.
And as I was getting out of the car, my mum says, "I can."
Why are
see
you in a disabled spot again, Keelan? Is that what she said?
She said, "I can see your knob," and then
Yeah.
I went, "Oh yeah, I'm wearing knobbies."
And,
Yeah.
and like, it turns out you weren't, and your dick was just out, and your mum's like, put it away.
Yeah, she did make it weird by continuing on with that knob joke, but
Yeah.
it was funny nonetheless.
That's good.
Yeah.
So would you say that making strange, weird jokes that don't make sense runs in the Keelan family?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
It's genetic at this point.
And hello to Keelan's mum who listens to the show.
We love your support. What's her name?
Linda.
Linda. Thank you very much for. I've never met Linda. You've met Linda.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
lovely.
No. Hope to meet Linda one day.
Yeah,
And just thank her for the gift that is her son.
yeah,
Yeah.
great.
What a pleasure it is to hang out with Keelan every day. And she must be proud of you, man. Going like, oh, you've made it. You're doing Kirk's reviews on a
You know
small
what?
little podcast.
This is a real conversation I heard, where Keelan's mum picked us up from the airport one day, and they're driving home and they're just talking to each other. I'm in the back seat, and then she just starts laughing to herself. And then Keelan goes, "What are you laughing at?" She goes, "Oh, I was just thinking about that nuts joke you told me, the D's one." So Keelan's mum's been getting hit with the D's nuts jokes
You've
as well.
ruined your family as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been getting D's nuts jokes for 3 or 4 years.
I witnessed a Snapchat from your brother at I think it was
brother?
your Adelaide show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arthur was there.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
horrendous.
Arthur sends me a Snapchat of Keelan walking up to one of your fans, waiting just silently.
No, okay, I'll explain what was going on because I've seen the snap.
Yeah.
So one of my fans of the Adelaide show was feeling sick, right? So they left
he
halfway
was
through the
throwing
show.
up.
He was throwing up, sitting down, probably because my jokes are so sick that
Right.
he contracted
caught
the
the virus.
illness because I'm so ill. And he's sitting down. He's like got his head in his hands, like trying not to spew. And then this is when the snap starts.
So Keelan walks up to this person who I didn't even know this, who was sick,
Yeah.
and goes, "Hey, are you looking for Candace?" And then he goes, "Candace D's nuts."
I said Candy's nuts.
Candy's nuts fit in your mouth.
Oh yeah, Candy's nuts.
So one of my ticket holders who's sick, trying
You
not
go,
to spew.
Candy's nuts fit in your mouth, and then Keelan giggles. Arthur pisses himself laughing, and Keelan just runs away.
And the guy's incredibly confused. Do you have the video? Can
I
we
have the
put it-
video. I'll put it in.
All right, we'll put it in here so you guys can hear it.
Speaking of ruining family members with shit memes, I've just started saying bonk all the time.
Bonk. Why?
Like it started off if I hit my foot in something, I'd be like, "Oh, bonk."
Yeah.
And then Meg started saying it. We're getting something out of the cupboard. I'd be like, "Oh, bonk," and I'd hit
Yeah.
someone or whatever.
Yeah.
Mum was getting something out of the microwave. The other the door hits the microwave. No one else was in the room.
Yeah.
I just hear her go, "Oh, bonk." I was like, "Oh my
Did
god."
you hear her get disappointed with herself?
I don't know. I don't even think I told her about it. She just hears me say it all the time.
That's great.
That's a good one.
Awesome. What were you going to say?
Oh, so I was opening for Isaac Butterfield on the weekend.
Oh, the
right?
fog
He did
bit.
his
Oh,
Melbourne
this is
show.
great. Yeah.
And he's like, I hadn't caught up with him in a while. And I was like, yeah, sweet. I'll come do it. It'll be fun. And he announces me on, like the people from the
And
Comics Lounge.
you were not announced.
No, I was
like
not
a
announced.
Special surprise guest.
Yeah. So like people, obviously a lot of people in the crowd knew who I was. Melbourne, you
Yeah.
know, we have quite a big crossover.
Mhm.
So I get announced on. People go like, "Oh fuck yeah!" And then I see this girl, and I see a few people. It happens, and I see it every show I do now since
Yeah.
the fog bit became a thing.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh yeah, like wasn't expecting to see Luke. Great,
I
awesome."
know that guy. Awesome.
Then I saw that the girl in the front row. She was like, "Woo!" And then she went, "Fog bit!" Do the fuck? She
At Isaac's
realized
show.
it. She
That's
realized
so
like
good.
she's like, what? She's like, I could see her go. I think I had something to say. Oh yeah, I was screaming this. Then,
It's either that or Nobby.
dude, 30 people in the crowd. I have the video right, just going, fog bit, do that. And then someone just goes, do it, you pussy.
In front of Isaac's fans,
Dude.
who would just be so confused.
There was like maybe like 50 people who were like laughing and knew the joke.
Yeah.
Maybe 50 people listening to this podcast were going,
Yeah.
oh yeah, do it.
and then 400 people
400
just
other
confused.
people just going like, what the fuck? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Or some people going like, yeah, I know Luke, but what's the fog bit?
That's so good.
So then I'm forced every show to explain why they yelled it out. And then I did the fog bit.
How'd it go?
Dude, I think anyone who was there can confirm
What's the best
this.
bit of all time, isn't it?
I had to sign 3 more babies afterwards.
Oh, people had babies while you were doing it.
Yeah.
That's
People-
incredible.
They can't, literally the baby starts laughing so hard, just pops out. If
Pops
you're
out.
over 8 months pregnant, it's
Yeah.
going to come out premature if I do the fog bit around it.
Yeah, so if pregnant listeners, I know we have a lot of you, only come to the show
Yeah.
if you're about 8 or 9 months.
If you want an early delivery,
Yeah.
just chant fog bit.
So would you say that maybe the fog bit could be utilized at abortion clinics? You boys didn't like that one?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't like that one.
I think there'll be a couple of sickos in the sound off
some
section that
people
enjoyed
call
that.
it the coat hanger of comedy. I
That's
think.
great. That was a real twist the knife after I shoved it in. That was good.
Yeah, it went well. It like and annoyingly well. It was
That's good.
once again one of the highlights of my set. I reckon it was the second best bit of my set.
You know what's good?
I was
you
a
and
joke. It was the best bit of my. Why didn't you correct me on that? I was testing you.
What?
It was obviously the best bit, you dickhead. It's the fog bit.
Yeah.
Like it's the second best bit to see if you're listening, and
Oh.
you just go, "Oh yeah,
Sorry.
pay attention." It
Sorry.
was obviously the best bit. It was
just-
amazing. A standing ovation.
Yeah.
People were crying.
Yeah, that happens a
Yeah.
lot. You know, I saw people when I landed back in Melbourne who were just still in the street. They hadn't gone home yet. They were talking about the fog bit.
Dude,
They're on
this-
a fog bit bender.
This is what I'm wondering is, what about it? And it's a fear because I never want to be. I get it. I'm a big deal. It doesn't matter. But what about if we get off the plane
Yeah,
and there's people at the airport?
with signs that say fog bit.
You know how
guy.
like other people have signs for their
Yeah.
name? It just says "do the fog bit," and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, guys,
that could happen.
I just want to get my luggage.
That
It's
could
so
happen.
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking, because that fog bit, right? Initially, before all of this, let's be honest, bit of a 6 out of 10.
Or generously a 6.
On a good day, 6.
But it's
most
found-
of the time, bit of a 4.
Bit of a 4, sometimes
And-
a
and
3,
we-
and at an open mic in St Kilda a couple
Couple
of
of
times,
zeros.
a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
I was going to say 1 or a 2.
I've
that was-
seen
that
a few zeros.
That was 1 0.
Yeah, there was many. I was thinking that you and I tried to workshop this bit because I believed in it more than you did. You
Yeah,
kept
I
trying
was
to
like,
drop
man,
it.
I think it's just a bad bit. And you're
I
like,
said
no, it's funny.
it's the best bit of all time. I believe in
Maybe
you.
that's why it was going so
And I
badly, because
think-
you had input.
No, I think that what the fog bit needed to work was a bit of a fan base. And you know what, mate? You're welcome. So now it's the best bit you will ever write in your
No,
career.
you know what's happening?
Ever. You'll
If-
never top it.
Probably not. But you know what is great about it?
Hmm.
It's genuinely found a new life. It's got a second life.
That's
There's
all it
new
needed was a
wind.
bit of energy.
It just needed a bit of a pizzazz on the
Yeah.
bit. And when, you know what it was? People weren't initially excited to see the fog bit. Now,
Yeah.
people are waiting there in anticipation.
It's all
You
they
know,
want to see.
People are literally, quite literally chanting fog bit at shows that aren't even mine.
Yeah.
I did a gig at a room.
People have paid $50 to see Isaac.
Yes.
You get on stage and they go, "Fog bit
Yeah.
guy."
I walked off stage to Isaac and I just went 2 words. I was like, good luck.
Yeah,
Just left. Yeah.
yeah. I heard they made Isaac try and do the fog bit, but
Yeah.
he wasn't listening to all of it. He got halfway
No, he
through
butchered
and
it. He butchered it. He's- you know, I like Isaac, you know, great comedian, but
is he up to the fog bit?
no, he didn't have a fog bit. He didn't have any jokes about fog in his show, and I thought it showed.
Yeah. Right. That's good.
Yeah, I really thought it showed. And
Mm.
a lot of people afterwards going, mate, loved your opening bit. And then they back it up with, and the fog bit. Holy shit. These were people, some guy literally was like, mate, I'll be honest, I'm sorry. You thought it was going to offend me. I'm not offended by this. He goes, oh, I've never heard of you before tonight. But he goes,
I love
mate,
when people apologize
that
for that.
opening bit was unreal. And he goes, and not sure why, because I explained the origin of the fog bit story, which is like, I had this bit, wasn't very good. He goes,
Yeah.
He honestly said, he goes, I can't imagine that fog bit ever being not good. He goes,
Did someone really say
"Did
that?
that really bomb?"
great.
And I go, "Yeah, man, it was bombing for like a year." And he goes, that's hard to believe. He goes, "Anyway, man, have a great night."
That's great. See? So you're getting legions of fans from the fog bit.
Dude, I reckon I'm gonna sell out like a lot of shows next year just fog fans.
You know what you're going to need when you walk on stage? You're going to need a fog machine.
Oh, I'm dry ice at every show.
Absolutely. You're going to need a button in your pocket, right? So you need fog at 2 points when you walk on stage,
And
right?
then just
and
before.
then maybe 40 minutes into the show,
You know,
you don't even say you're about to do the fog bit.
Yeah.
You just hit the button and all you hear is psst, and everyone goes, ooh.
you know what else I've started doing when
Yeah.
people yell out? Because people yell out first thing. I haven't even got to the microphone yet. And
Hasn't even
usually,
said hello.
I haven't even said, "Hey, what's up? How you going tonight?"
Yeah.
People just already get chanting fog bit. And
Yeah.
by the way, we're not kidding. This happens at every
Oh,
show.
this is
Happened
real.
at
We
some
got
of
footage.
Frenchie shows. I'll put in the footage. So what happened was,
Do you want to play it now?
yeah, we can play it.
All right, here's the footage of Luke walking onto Isaac's show as a special guest.
Yeah.
No warning. This is what happened.
Yeah.
How we going, ladies and gentlemen? Did you say? Fuck. Yeah. Now, you said do the fog bit. That's a very obscure reference. I have a podcast, and fuck, at every gig now, people yell at do the fog bit. Do the fog bit! See?
A few moments later.
That's the fog bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, guys, there was a little bit of an edit there, and what that was about maybe 7 minutes of Luke trying to remember what he was going to say, and then he couldn't remember it.
I was
so now
going
we're
to
just
say
here.
a really good point about the fog bit.
Yeah,
Anyway, guys.
we'll come back to it.
Yeah. No, it's just been destroying though. Oh, I'll try and.
It's gone, man. I think it's time to let it go.
Yeah, it's time to let it go.
Yeah, we'll come back to that next episode maybe. Yeah. Okay, so Luke has remembered what he was trying to remember, but here's the thing. This is about 40 minutes after we took the break. We finished the entire episode. Luke did not remember. So after we put in this clip, we're from the future actually. So we're going to go back in time to him trying to remember it. But you will know what it is. And it better be good
It's very confusing.
because it's a lot of effort to put this in and explain it.
Well, this is not worth it.
Okay, well, do you want to just go back to the episode then? Have we been going an hour?
Oh, we've been going 51 minutes.
Okay, we got time for something else. What else do we
We've
have?
got time for a taste test.
No, actually, because I have something here. I actually was talking to Keelan about, it comes up all the time. If you're friends with Keelan, everybody knows this about him. Hates the disabled.
Oh, no. I don't hate the disabled.
Yeah, that's what he says on record. But behind the scenes, it always comes up with, you'll see a guy with crutches, not even technically disabled. He might have just broken his leg. He'll be off crutches in like 6 months. And Keelan goes, ugh. That's it.
Not even that. You'll just see Keelan will just like not even go. Oh, he'll just grab one and walk away.
Yeah, one time I actually saw this. He because often when we're on tour, I try to let the boys choose
Keelan
where
loves
to go.
grabbing
for
men's
entertainment.
crutches.
It's a good one. I like letting the boys choose to do activities just so everyone kind of gets to see what they want to see.
Yep.
So one night, we went to.
You let Keelan choose. Oh, let's
It's
go.
it's always a bad decision. You
Yeah.
know, Arthur, he'll take us to like shoe stores, skate shops, whatever. Keelan took us to Sizzler one time. I'll take us to comic book stores. We all get something. But one time, towards
On
the
the
last
weekend,
leg
he
of the
took you
tour,
to Chicken Treat.
oh, I didn't go to that one.
Oh,
I
thank
stayed
God.
home. That was not a good one.
It was just me and Arthur at Chicken Treat.
But one time, I think this was about halfway through the tour in Sydney. Keelan goes, "Oh, can we go to the hospital?" And I was like, "What do you want to go to the hospital for?" And anyway, he convinced us. We went to the hospital, took an Uber, it cost me like $30, and I'm like, "What's at the hospital?" And then he takes us to one of the ward where all the disabled people are. He grabs some guy's crutches away from him, tips him over,
Yep.
and then puts the crutches in the spokes of another man's wheelchair so he couldn't move. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I've never seen such heinous behavior from Keelan.
Mm.
But anyway, off to my mate. That was just a bit of a sidetrack.
Then he probably just did a big creamy soda shit. So then the guy in the wheelchair got bogged.
Yeah. And because the crutch was in one of his wheels, he just kept spinning around in the creamy
Yeah.
poo. And Keelan was like, "Oh, it's just like the warehouse.
He's
Take that."
Just ripping doughies in the hospital.
What I was trying to say before we got a bit sidetracked with the thing that definitely happened. It came up in conversation. This really did come up in conversation that Keelan also parks in the parents' designated parking for mothers with prams.
The pram spot.
You also park there for mums.
Are you a
Yes.
mum?
No,
Oh, you're not. So
I'm
why are you
not.
parking there?
because it's convenient.
No shit. That's why they exist.
So you park with disabled parking for mums. You don't give a fuck,
It's
dude.
like
Absolutely not.
And you know what else? After we put it on him for parking in the disabled spaces, and all these people in the sound off section and a disabled person themselves said, "Hey, never do that. That sucks." He did it again anyway at the supermarket, like the day after, just trying to get Kirk's creamy soda or something. Just no remorse.
Yeah. Well,
You know, one day you're going to get photographed getting out of your car in a disabled spot, and it's going to be bad for your reputation.
did I say last week that I was doing it at Woolies? It was a parallel park, the disabled spot, and I went, "I'm just running in. I'll park here."
That's
So this is
I
after.
I can't believe you're saying it on the show.
And then-
Like, you don't give a fuck. He just does it.
I've come out and I'm walking back to my car, and there's someone. You know, when you parallel park, they have to wait for you.
Yeah.
And there's someone waiting, and I'm like, "What are you waiting for? Just go around." And as I've pulled out, they've then gone into my spot, and it was it was two old people, like properly old people.
So you've.
You go.
So they've
Quote
witnessed.
Keelan last week. "Oh, no one uses them. I might as well."
So they've witnessed a guy not in a wheelchair, not disabled, just walk back to their car.
He was getting Kirk's
what
creamy
the
soda.
fuck?
And I gave them a greasy for like waiting for me. Like, what are
yeah.
you waiting for?
How dare they wait for their spot that they're entitled to?
I did feel bad after that.
And he was getting Kirk's creamy soda, so he probably ran into the store.
Can we talk about what happened with your creamy soda during the week? Keelan ruined
yeah.
his fridge because they all exploded.
Yeah, I got sent a photo. We'll play it here, a video rather. We'll play it here of him scraping frozen creamy soda off the roof of his freezer. Because why was it in the freezer?
Well, okay, so I had 3 warm creamy sodas and one already in the fridge that I had forgotten about.
Yeah.
And I thought to chill it out, I'll just turn it cold, make it even colder than it is.
The one in the fridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dial in the
Yeah.
fridge.
What's in them that they explode?
And
They're bombs, man.
I don't know, but this was the good thing it wasn't Kirk's, it was Pepsi, so it's fine.
Oh, thank
It was
God.
Pepsi creamy soda and it sucks.
It's like the Samsung of soft drinks. They
Yeah.
just randomly explode.
And I put my 3 creamy sodas that I wanted to drink in there to chill so I could drink them quickly.
Yeah.
And then completely forgot
Drink
it.
them quickly.
Why do you?
You're planning to drink 3.
Why do you schedule in a quick drink?
Anyway.
Like, oh,
I've got 3 minutes here.
I'm gonna scull these.
Well,
so
I don't know.
weird.
I can't explain it.
Because he's got a very busy day packed full of disrespecting the disabled.
And so I've got my 3 creamy sodas in there chilling. At the end of the night, I've had my 3 creamy sodas. I've gone to bed and forgotten about the Pepsi and forgotten about the how it's on cold, even more cold. And I've come back the next day, opened my fridge to get a creamy soda.
In the morning.
And there's
Sodas at night, sodas in the morning. You're insane.
and there's an exploded creamy soda all over the fridge.
Wait, so you're gonna have a breakfast creamy soda? What time in the morning?
Like 10.
That's way too early.
Is that instead of breakfast?
Dude, you're gonna end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
gonna die.
You're gonna end up actually needing a disabled spot soon
That's
because
what
your
he's working
legs are gonna
towards.
rot.
You know
off.
why? What he's doing, he's trying to make himself disabled so he can be like an inside agent, sneak into their places and get at them even more. That's your plan.
And now because this mini fridge is in my little lounge room, my lounge room stinks like creamy soda.
Oh, you'd love that though.
It's Doesn't smell great though.
Oh, it's because it's Pepsi creamy soda.
Pepsi creamy soda.
You should crack open a couple of Kirks, shake them up.
Oh yeah.
He's having a creamy soda
Taste
right
test,
now.
boys.
All right, we'll do your taste test and then we'll end this shit episode. All right, Keelan's pouring out the creamy sodas. I can't believe you're sharing, man. That's actually shocking.
Almost done.
Are you excited, Luke? What do you
Yeah, I
think?
just realized we weren't talking for a minute, and I forgot we were doing a podcast. We were just sitting here in silence watching Keelan pour
Don't take a sip yet
some
until we're all ready.
Kirks. Thank you.
You want to take a simultaneous
Oh,
sip?
got a lot. Thank you.
And
That's
then,
very. That's a very generous sample
What was that
size.
one?
It smells
What does it
nice.
smell like? It smells quite nice, quite sweet. Did you
You
just
already had a sip?
Yeah. What were
We
we
were
waiting?
waiting. Yeah,
for
we
what?
were waiting. I don't know. What were we waiting
Well,
for?
Suspense.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to describe
Oh,
what
hang
it's
on.
like.
That's right. Yeah. Just get some thoughtful music so we can.
It's much better cold, I believe, but
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah, it's not cold. It's not chilled at all. But you've had a few chilling issues
I mean,
lately. So I'm
It's
not surprised.
pretty good.
yeah.
It's not as good
I
as
wouldn't
regular
have
creamy
10.
soda.
No, it's much better. I had a regular creamy soda yesterday. Not that good.
It's way
This-
better.
I wouldn't have 10 of these, though. Do you know that having 10 375 mils is almost 4 litres of Kirk's creamy soda? Almost a gallon of creamy soda in
How
a day.
wet is your mouth?
What?
You've already ruined your plastic cup, like around the edge with like moisture, like
Where?
saliva. What's that?
That's nothing.
Like my. You've already made yours soft, like you
It's
know
not
when
wet.
you suck on a paper straw and after a while it just folds in on itself. Lewis has already done that to his plastic cup after 2 sipped. You have the wettest mouth. That's weird.
Get at me, ladies. All right. That's,
I'd say so. This is much better than Pepsi creamy soda, and
No.
much,
yeah, I've had that.
No,
That sucks.
much
Now-
better than Schweppes raspberry.
So, obviously,
Have you tried all of the creamy sodas?
yes, of
Keelan?
course.
Of course.
we done?
Yeah.
Obviously, we've reviewed some Kirk's creamy soda. Not sponsored, by the way. Just Keelan is a massive fan. Can we review that segment?
Mm.
Just like how he taste tested it.
I think this can be a joint review between you, myself, and the listeners.
Yeah.
Sound off in
Can
the
I
comment
review
section
it
below.
as well, separately.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but I would like to just say I'm feeling like this is going to be a very biased review from you,
Oh,
Keelan.
okay.
Don't be surprised if your review is dismissed.
Yeah.
Fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want to do? How about firstly,
Yep.
listeners, sound off with your review. Okay, just give us 25 words or less. What did you think of that segment?
Mhm.
And then rate it out of 7.
Are we waiting for them to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. How long should we give them?
It's 25 words. They're probably working on it now. You set a timer for like 30 seconds,
Yep.
Keelan?
And we're just gonna.
Yeah, we'll just chill out.
Okay.
What have you been up to?
I'm still trying to think of what I was gonna say about the fog bit.
Yeah. Has it come back?
No, I was on a really good point, and I had
Yeah.
like one.
Shh, they're writing.
Sorry, don't distract them.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Well, you told
No,
me to
just
shush.
volume wise. You just said a bit
Okay.
loud.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what I wanted. To
Yeah.
Is this too loud?
No, that's good.
I feel like can they even hear me anymore?
I don't know. They're busy. It doesn't
Okay,
really matter.
everyone, pens down.
Yep, pens down, everyone. That's a good one.
All right.
Pens down. I forgot about that. Pens down, everyone. Joseph, put your pen down. I said pens down 10 seconds ago. I'll take away a mark.
Now they've all done 25 words or less.
Yep.
I'm gonna do less.
Oh, okay. How many?
2.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Okay.
Yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
I'm going to do 2 words. Me too.
Okay. Actually, can I change mine to another 2 words?
yeah.
That stunk.
I'm changing mine. Another 2 words. I agree. Your turn.
Mine's 4 words.
Yeah.
Could have been better.
I was actually going to
Could've been
say
better.
that, and then I thought that was too generous.
Well, guys, that's the end of the episode. Thank you very much for listening. Catch us on tour. Look at Lewis5.com to grab your tickets. Brisbane sold out. Sorry, missed out. Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, and Perth coming up. Adelaide, stop being a crumb. Hurry
Yeah.
up. It's all you're late. Okay, so grab your tickets.
Crumb
we'll See
away.
you there. Trumulate. Got him.
Got him.
All right. We'll talk to you guys on Tuesday. See you
Hey,
later.
Lewis, that joke
Yeah,
could have been better.
I agree.
Yeah.